79 times that teams have scored 250 plus, only 4 has been ever chased down. So they are in many ways against what stats tell you. But if at all New Zealand have a chance, it's these two men on the screen that you see, Allen and Seifert. They need to come, and don't be surprised if both are knocked over in the power play, because they're going to go hard every ball that they see, and that could pretty much mean the end of it. But if they get going, they get past those 5-6 overs, and I can promise you we have a blockbuster finals on record. India has a cheat code in the name of Jasprit Bumrah. Bailed them out against England as always, but Arshdeep and Hardik have been quite good with the new ball. We saw Hardik early on knocking over Phil Salt with some swing. Arshdeep, as always, very consistent with the new ball, will get the ball to move both ways. There's so much for India and its fans to look forward to, but that man, Mr. Jasprit Bumrah, well, he is a cheat code. If ever New Zealand want to get past him, he is the first big barrier that they need to get past. Varun still, in spite of all the theatrics and noise around how he's had an ordinary World Cup since the Super 8, the highest wicket taker yet.
And for New Zealand, they want Bumrah to bowl as early as possible. They want to force the hand of Suryakumar Yadav. If they can get on top of Arshdeep and Hardik in the first and second over, they want Bumrah to have to bowl as early as possible. They want the skipper to say, I need you to come in early. And what was so brilliant about that England game from Bumrah's point of view was he was able to be held back till late in the piece, and then was a game changer. Said it many times, and I'm not sure Ian Bishop's going to disagree with what we said prior to the match, DK. He is the best white ball bowler, quick bowler in world cricket, hands down. There is not a comparison to Jasprit Bumrah at the moment. So New Zealand need to force the hand of Suryakumar Yadav and make him bowl Bumrah early.
Hoping that if he does bowl early, that he doesn't get wickets, because the danger with someone that good is if they come on early, they can put their fingerprint on the game. But it may be too quick a turnover, but New Zealand will remember that England came within 2 hits of chasing 253, within 2 hits at the Wankhede. And that is the positive mindset that they have to take against this Indian team. India don't want to just leave it as a bowler, as a part of a pack myself. You don't want to leave it only to this guy. The other guys have to pull their finger out and say, we want to make an impact as well. It's not just going to happen. Hardik has been good. I think he hasn't necessarily received enough credit with the ball.
Oh yes, absolutely, Bish. I think he's been someone who's been effective with the new ball, and at times when he's bowled over or 2, picked up wickets there as well. Tim Seifert and Phil Allen, we've got to say the New Zealand hopes pretty much hang on how long they can bat. As a pair, if they can bat together, nothing like it. But if one of them goes on to make a massive score, that's when New Zealand really stand a good chance. He's propelled himself to the top 10 in terms of batting, and you can see innovation always comes to him quite nicely. What he's really improved on is his range hitting as well. Someone who likes to take his left leg outside the line of the ball and tonk it down the ground, especially over mid-wicket. The pick-up pull, as they say.
Very important to be on your toes as a fielding unit. Jasprit Bumrah is at that short third position. There is a slip, rightly so. But even in that last game, Finn Allen and Tim Seifert ran the ball or nicked the ball to and away from that short third area. You want a really good fielder there in case it happens again.
Get off strike, it's that get off the mark type. It's where you want the good delivery to go. To save the dot ball, that's where you want your good delivery in that area. Boundary right is quite wide. Down at third, and Bumrah quite tight.
New Zealand supporters will be hoping that was the calm before the storm of Seifert and Finn Allen. Is there any swing for Arshdeep Singh? Little bit of curve in the air, little bit.
It's interesting when you bowl to someone like Tim Seifert, because almost always the LBW is out of the picture. He always keeps his left leg just around leg stump, if not outside of it. So you still need to keep the stumps in play, because if you try and go outside off stump, that's where he's good. He can swing his arms. You have one mode of dismissal, which is the bowl, or probably a nick. But you need to encourage yourself to bowl slightly fuller and keep it on the stumps to him.
Fascinated to see how consistent the seamers are with that length, because we talked about New Zealand not necessarily hitting the good length in the power play often enough. That's the one that goes the other way, different from the first ball.
Very true, Bish. You can see straight away Arshdeep not wanting to be predictable. Got the first one coming back in, the next one going away. I thought New Zealand bowled to what they thought India can do instead of reacting to what they are seeing India do in the moment with the new ball.
Swing there again, just mixing up the each-way movement through the air.
It's quality because he's on target. First three deliveries. First one was honed in at the stumps. That away swinger to the right hand of the second ball. Completely different seam position. And this one here, just knowing that Seifert likes to get leg side, as DK has already mentioned, moves that front leg, so no danger of being a wide. Just looking out the window, I wonder whether there will be an early indication of Bumrah warming up, whether they just give him the second over.
I'd be very surprised, Tony. Hardik bowled quite well in the England game, so I'd like to think Hardik will be bowling the second over. Hardik at mid-on needs to be ready now, because Finn Allen is good there. That's his preferred area. He likes to go over mid-on, and Hardik is such a good fielder. He should be thinking about fielding right now, not so much his bowling, which he would be doing a bit later. Arshdeep definitely started to bowl. Varun and Bumrah will be bowling later on. It's an important role for Varun Chakravarti to bowl through the middle as well.
High. It is a chance. It is a big chance. And it is dropped by Shivam Dube. Not a sound outside in the stadium.
India's had their issues with catching. The only anomaly to this was the England game, where they fielded absolutely brilliantly, especially Akshar Patel. But this one, Shivam Dube, you always felt that a lot was going to happen in the power play. Not the easiest of catches. I don't even think he got much of a hand to it. Lucky it didn't get any part of his face. Completely losing balance there. Surya Kumar doing the best that he can to cheer him up.
15 drop by India in the tournament, the most by any team. Four without loss.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Go through their process in between the innings to practice their catching. By the time the lights came back on, they were back in the change room getting ready to come back out onto the field. I saw 2 catches go up, that was it. So I'm not making an excuse for him, but they didn't have an opportunity to get that done in between innings, which you would normally get done.
Just in his defence, Bish and Dooley, in Ahmedabad catching can be hard because of the ring of lights. It's never easy.
In the air and just short. I was about to say there's a deep backward square and a long on for Finn Allen. I think when we saw the slow motion of the missed opportunity, not this one, Dube almost closed his hands before the ball arrived at him.
Going early for the lap sweep here, Bish. Just watching the gaps. He's looking for the boundaries and not so much the sixes, especially when the ball is swinging. A very similar field for Seifert, but they have long off rather than long on.
That should travel all the way and drop beyond the boundary. Won't be the last opportunity beyond the boundary tonight, I don't think.
Further indication of how good this surface is. It's just sliding on nicely. Not a half volley, but talking about how Seifert clears that front leg, the ability to hit the ball on the up over that long on mid-wicket region.
I don't think India should get discouraged by that shot because the ball is swinging and there's always a chance of a top edge or a mistimed shot. A small change in the field, long off goes to long on. A very similar field employed to Finn as well.
He's one of those players that can score all around the park, like Finn Allen as well. So this is a very difficult opening combination to bowl to when they're on sound.
Swung again. He's had to get a long way outside the line of off stump. Heads falling over afterwards. It's a shot he played well, both Finn Allen and Seifert, against South Africa in that semi-final.
Just to inform you that Shivam Dube has left the field. Rinku Singh is down at long on.
Good thinking from Hardik Pandya. The last couple of outswingers, they had a pretty strong response to it. So he's gone for the in-swing here. And in the channel, Tim Seifert strikes at 214. Tells you pretty much why he's one of the highest run getters in this tournament. Where most batters go quiet, he seems to find a way to attack that. The lap scoop coming in this one. A lot of young boys and girls watching. That's a tough shot. Be careful when you practice it.
That's 4. And so the range hitting, it seems, a shot a ball. And you have to when you're chasing over 250.
Hardik Pandya needs to rethink his plan. The in-swing is working quite well. Yet again going to the outswinger and just hit on the up. The flat bat swing coming through quite nicely here.
The backward square is going fine. After that little scoop shot earlier in the over, he's going even finer now. That was the in-swinger. And it has gone to the boundary again. Expensive over, 21 off it. 25 for none.
Purity in our heart, quality in your cart. For 50 years, Lakshmi hai na.
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है
Ashoka, made for Desis by Desis.
In the tournament, again, spin and left arm spin. Not that we'll find out if there's any spin. We didn't see a whole lot of grip in the first innings. I'm sure they're operating on that theory. Maybe he might just target the stumps.
A good move by Surya Kumar. bringing in the left-arm spinner who will be targeting on the stumps. You need to bowl slightly flatter and quicker because he stays so much of the back foot. Don't give him too much time to work with, is what Akshar Patel will be thinking. You will get your opportunities because he'll be looking to hit a 6 as quickly as possible. Flatter onto middle and leg. Don't give him any room to work with.
Long off and deep mid-wicket. There is that deep mid-wicket.
Seifert will... couple of options for him. He can sit back and play in a similar area or over the head of mid-on up in the circle, or he get across to the offside and look to go squarer with a sweep or a slog sweep.
If you're a bowler, Bish, at this stage, I reckon, especially as a left-arm spinner, when you're bowling to someone like Finn Allen, what you don't want to be giving is too much to score off the back foot. If he steps out to you, if you place the reverse sweep or the sweep, you're accepting it because that's playing against what he usually does. But if he hits you off the back foot, that's when you need to think. And as we see in the bottom of your screen, you can see mid-on going to mid-off and long on being there. Good change, but didn't work. Long on couldn't cut that off. This is the kind of shot you want to try and avoid, but this is an extraordinary shot. He didn't give him too much time, but still found a way by Finn Allen going straight down the ground.
Spot on, DK, and what you talk about. You allow him to get back and use those big long levers. He stays nice and tall and still ability to hit the ball straight. Now, that man is straighter. He can look to go a little squarer. Change of bat. I think that one got right on the toe end. Might have cracked it a little.
So Hardik Pandya changed the bat as well. He got a 6 but didn't get much more after that.
Down to long on and taken. So a wicket in Akshar Patel's first over. And the change of bowling and change of pace has worked.
That's outstanding tactical effort from Team India there. Akshar Patel being brought in early, middle and leg, flatter, quicker, smash straight to long on. And it wasn't the normal long on, it was much wider. Tilak Verma takes a very good catch under pressure. Finn Allen for the second time giving India an opportunity, but this time India takes it. Big wicket this. Finn Allen is the one who could have made a massive difference, but he goes. Just the 9. India strike, 31 for 1.
You're a small business owner. You don't have time to waste. That's why you go to Biz2 Credit for funding. Our simple application makes it easy to get fast financing. Time for funding? It's time for Biz2 Credit.
Contributions, but it's a chance here with him needing to carry on a tempo. Deep forward swing, long on in place. And Singh does well, just one. It's the 4th time this tournament that Finn Allen has fallen to spin.
And he only played one of the T20 games against India, the last one at Trivandrum in the bilateral series leading up to the T20 World Cup, and was dismissed in exactly that fashion. Akshar Patel caught at long on.
Very good over from Akshar Patel, 32 for 1.
From the 5
Paella to the jambalaya, yakni to the biryani. I have carried all kinds of delightful, but they added the many flavors of their life to make it wonderful. Royal, for the many flavors of you.
For Indian fans, that's a glorious sight. Well, they're hoping it is. Jasprit Bumrah into the attack earlier than he has been in the previous 3 games, where he came on around the 5th over previously. Slip in place. Deep backward point and deep square leg. In the air, it's a chance here as well. It is a chance, and it is taken. Jasprit Bumrah gets a wicket first ball again, as he did in the semi-final. The magician does it.
Well, he's gone to slower ball again, the same as he did in that semi-final. First up, deception. You're sitting there, you're waiting for pace. You're waiting for 140 plus. And that's why he is a genius. So good. Pace off, Ravindra straight underneath it, and this is a brilliant catch from Ishan Kishan. Charging in, wasn't quite there, had to dive forward, bounces up, holds on to it, even though his hat was over his eyes, he couldn't see a thing, just felt for it, knew where it was, took it. Bumrah strikes early. New Zealand have lost 2. Ravindra goes very quickly tonight. Out for the 1. New Zealand 32 for 2.
सामान्य ज्ञान। तो बच्चों बताओ, यदि सोने का काम कराना है तो किसके पास जाना चाहिए?
सर 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 सर, सुनार के पास।
एकदम सही। और अगर इंटरनेट पर सर्च करना हो तो?
सर।
रोहन, तुम बताओ।
सर गूगल।
बिल्कुल सही। और अगर ट्रैवल इंश्योरेंस खरीदना हो तो?
Visitorscoverage.com, the most trusted name for travel insurance.
सबको पता है।
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे आप भी समोसे?
यू विल लव दिस समोसा। जी हाँ।
Jasprit Bumrah is now India's highest wicket taker in T20 World Cups, goes past Arshdeep Singh.
Now look at this catch. Mind you, please remember, he is a wicket keeper who's not wearing the gloves. That makes it that much more special.
Didn't take you long, DK.
My goodness. That's a good catch. Just almost popped out.
What is your problem with wicket keepers, Mr. Bishop? Tell me. How tough is that catch? He's a keeper. The way he's coming, running in.
My gosh, it's a good catch.
Off air, you said something very differently.
Goes on in the com box, stays in the com box, DK.
No praise is high enough for Jasprit Bumrah. Well then, and it's the feel for that slower ball. A number of bowlers around the world will tell you when they feel a batter is going to go hard at you, they'll take pace off it. Harry Brook was one such that you know that first ball he's going to tail out, go hard at you in a run chase like that.
After having played him quite a bit, Bish, I just feel it's one thing to know that he can bowl a slow one, another one when you can expect it, and then still play an attacking shot to it. That's what makes it so special. In Harry Brooks and Rachin's case, probably they didn't know it was coming. But even if you know, it's so hard to get under.
So you think a lot of batters expected first ball of a new ball spell. This was Harry Brook. And this was the catch. We can refer to it now as the catch. He's got hands like a barrel at Patel.
And so far he's bowled 4 deliveries in this game. 3 have been slow ones, 1 slower bumper. He's just thinking, he's finding variations within the slow one and then executing it so consistently. just going to say it could be a Yorker. Here is a man who we are watching, and I think we are privileged to watch, who's at the peak of his powers. It's literally someone who's thinking what he wants to be doing, executing it on point, and in the biggest stage in the world, the World Cup, in a semi-final, when the game is on the line, 16th over, 18th over, going immensely under what is required. England were requiring around 14, 15. He's going at 6 and 8 in those overs and just making it easier for the next bowler to come through. And to do it time and time and again is what makes him so special.
There will come a time when Father Time catches up, so I hope you appreciate him. 36 for 2.
जब भी कोई खाना बनाए उसे एक ही टेंशन सताए, सही तीखा न मिल पाए, सही लाल न मिल पाए। इस मुश्किल को सिर्फ एवरेस्ट का तीखा लाल ही सुलझाए। एवरेस्ट तीखा लाल, सही तीखा सही लाल।
रिलैक्स करो, इंस्टा सर्विस है ना।
Match on, tension gone. Insta service gets it done.
Been phenomenally entertaining. T20 World Cup. The pitches have not been homogeneous. That's easy for Tim Seifert, and that goes a long way back. A long way back.
Surface a little bit more here. Patel sits up nicely. He knows it straight away. It's just a touch too short. Player the quality of Seifert.
The thing we remember about England is they'll have to keep coming, and they bat deep. England kept coming. They don't have a choice. This is the final.
And also this pitch is not as good as that Mumbai pitch, and the size is slightly bigger on the sides as well. Because as the ball gets older, we saw the slower ones really sticking in, and it's not that easy. So there are going to be challenges for New Zealand, and you don't expect a World Cup to come easy to you. So we should expect New Zealand to fight, but it's definitely an uphill task.
Smart. Very smart. The long on had been moved to long off. And so easy to pick up that length again.
Phillips would like that boundary pretty early in his innings. Going back, what we have seen consistently with the New Zealand batters so far is they're far more comfortable hitting it off the back foot.
Shift in field, long on his position again.
This is a much better field for Akshar Patel. For a man who doesn't turn the ball much and just keeps getting in on the angle, long on, deep mid-wicket is a much safer and a stronger option.
He's got his man fuller and straighter. Akshar Patel is the impact man.
It's his home ground. There's not always that we speak a lot about this man, but he's one of the most underrated performers that India have had in a long, long time. The previous World Cup, he played such a key role in the final. Yet again, he's showing his class with the ball. We saw what he did on the field last game. This time it's with the ball. He's making it count in front of everyone that he knows on the biggest play field. Akshar Patel, you are a superstar. You are so quiet in what you do, but so good and consistent and effective for Team India. Second wicket for him. Glenn Phillips goes for 5. New Zealand 47 for the loss of 3.
Majestic Developers create smart investment opportunities. We focus on residential projects and handle everything in-house. Invest with us to earn 25 to 30% in monthly distributions and access EB5 opportunities to help grow your future. Reach out to us to get started today.
They said you had the best exchange rates. It dropped, then it dropped again. Sorry, I can't look at you. I might miss the rate.
Well, another good over from Akshar Patel. 5 done, 47 for 3.
Chalo, clean up your toys बॉयज दादा दादी आ रहे हैं।
ABC
QCB
QCB ये क्या सिखा रहे हो?
QCB with VC मम्मी पापा के लिए कोच कंपेयर बाय with visitors coverage। अब ट्रैवल इंश्योरेंस खरीदना is as simple as ABC।
QCB with VC।
Visitorscoverage.com। Buying travel insurance online is as simple as
ABC
King history here in Ahmedabad. More of the genius. Absolute magician he is. Very few people have had an answer to his skills. Highest quality. Akshar Patel himself hitting Phillips bowled again. Has been his mode of dismissal through the tournament. India on their way to making history of being the first team to win back-to-back tournaments and win at home as hosts. New Zealand have got a mountain to climb. Wide run rate's already up to 14 and they're 3 down. Brilliant. That Yorker we've seen so many times.
And this is a good move, giving him the second over. Just push New Zealand back. That'll be the aim early doors. They can knock over another one in power play. They'll feel they're in the driver's seat. Not that they're already. Real uphill task now for New Zealand. The slower ones will come into play. The Varun Chakravarti spin will be crucial.
It's an edge that flies away and it just falls short. Tilak Verma does so well to dive forward on this occasion.
And nearly another opportunity. Hustle is the message from the captain. The insight into this. Charging in Tilak Verma. Not quite there. Putting his face and teeth on the line. Great commitment. India going for the jugular here with Bumrah in his second over in the power play.
Look at the screen of umpire, to think below waist height.
They're again looking to take pace off. I think he'll keep doing that with Surfeit on strike.
Well, the story of Glenn Phillips' tournament is that his hubs knocked over 4 times. Just looking to access both sides. Look at the stance. This in Colombo against England, and that today. Just running on for the 5th time in this tournament, beaten on the inside edge. Brilliant bowling, clever stuff from Akshar.
Anybody's going to keep it quiet. It's just been Bumrah. 5 runs from that over. It's 52 for 3 and time for a drinks break.
Ready to listen to an important message? The biggest wholesaler of businesses has emerged. For more info, just go to Girish GPO.
हम
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे आप भी समोसे?
You will love this samosa.
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले। Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
The lines of your palm reflect the path of your life. The turns and twists, the ups and downs are inevitable. Let the world of astrology coincide with your universe and present you the mojo of the world's most ancient science.
That feeling of India never really leaves you. If India's on your mind, book your flight back home on Cheapo Air.
माँ, शॉपिंग पे हूँ। बताया था ना।
That you've invited your new friend Rachel.
जी जी।
उसे ना पंजाबी समोसे और हिंदी फिल्में बहुत पसंद है। चलो फटाफट हल्दीराम्स फ्रोजन फूड सेक्शन में।
हल्दीराम्स समोसा उन सब के लिए जो है दिल से हिंदुस्तानी।
Majestic developers create smart investment opportunities. We focus on residential projects and handle everything in-house. Invest with us to earn 25 to 30% in monthly distributions and access EB5 opportunities to help grow your future. Reach out to us to get started today.
मैंने कहा रुको भाई, माँ बेटे को सुबह की चाय तो पी लेने दो, है ना?
अरे माँ, आप मुझे फोन कर रही हो?
तो और क्या करूं? चाय।
प्यार से चाय बनाते, प्यार से रिश्ते निभाते। वाघ बकरी चाय हमेशा रिश्ते बनाए।
Welcome to August Restaurant, the finest Desi restaurant in the USA. Experience the unforgettable taste of Indian and Pakistani cuisine. Don't miss out on our delicious karais and sizzling barbecues. Visit August Restaurant in Houston.
9 of them came in that first group phase. The Super 8 and semi-final, it's been a lot leaner for him. As a ground he's had some success at. The bilateral series against South Africa was brilliant here against the South Africans a few months ago. But it is a ground generally that's been tough for spinners.
Yeah, well, what you'd see with him, he'll probably look to vary his pace here. He's normally not a big spinner of the ball. He targets the stumps. He's got to just take that pace off every now and then. As the ball's got a little older, it will hold into the surface. Might just grip as well.
It's interesting because, as you say, he targets the stumps, and there's just another example of it, and that's sort of what he's been known for, and he generally can bowl at pace as well, very quick, and he's quick onto you. But through the tournament, and certainly through the Super 8 and semi-finals, he's looked to bowl a little bit wider. I wonder how much of that is a reaction to how South Africa played him. They were happy to expose their stumps against him and play him through the offside, and he seemed to have to change.
Well, they've had a great time. Some images of some celebrations of the Indians out there. They've had every reason to.
They need a big innings here from Seifert. There is so much responsibility on his shoulders. That is a wonderful strike.
Yeah, he has no choice, Owen, but to keep going.
Absolutely. It's a lovely strike of a cricket ball, lovely swing of a cricket bat. He's trying to get Varun Chakravarti off that fuller length. Chakravarti needs to stick with it. If he can continue to bowl that length and not back of a length, I think it'll be more effective. Sometimes you get bowlers who push hard and will come back. Chance, no. Varun Chakravarti spills the ball. I suspect Chapman would have been short or close. Ishan Kishan scrambled to save the two. I think an accurate throw and a gather from Chakravarti. Good bounce. Might have been tight. It just bounces out of his hands.
Another free swing of the bat for Seifert. It takes him to a half century. He needs a lot more. It's 68 for 3.
Yeah, well played Tim Seifert at the top of the order again, setting the tone for New Zealand. Semi-final, remember, he was the front runner in the partnership with Finn Allen. He reached 50 before Phil Allen got 30. Finn Allen will have all the highlights, but Seifert, very good player in this tournament. Imagine if New Zealand were to go anywhere near close in this run chase. He has a lot more work to do.
Big difference between the two teams. 30 runs and 3 wickets difference. Yeah, go back to Hardik Pandya, and he's into the surface straight away.
I mentioned Surfeit having to keep that momentum going, because sometimes you're thinking too far ahead, should have bat deep. And when things are going for you, just you keep going. That might help the non-striker as well, help the other batsman in the side, take some pressure off, keep the team in the hunt. You don't want to go further behind with that required rate at this stage. That's what England did well in that chase in Mumbai. In spite of losing wickets, they ensured that required run rate, which was over 12s, and never really shot up. So you can pick your player of the tournament at the end of this. These are some of the contenders. 2 playing today, Samson and Surfeit. Very interesting piece of trivia. You told me, off air, Natalie mentioned that every time India has won a World Cup, that's 2007, 11, 24, 26, there's been a player of a Kerala origin, just one player in the side. Srishant at 2007, 11, Samson 24, 26. Now I'll tell you something more.
I can't take credit for it though. I did read it on X, just by the way. Chops it on! He'd been bowling that hard length into the surface. And in the end, Chapman now gets an opportunity, he thought, to score some runs instead. It's another wicket for India.
Yeah, you could see it coming. The pressure was building on him. He got 3 runs of 8 balls, and he was looking to break free. And when you see this, he's looked to hit the ball a little too hard. The bat comes down at the angle, takes that inside edge, and goes back onto the stumps. So the New Zealand innings in further disarray now. They've lost their 4th wicket in the 8th over. It's 70 for 4.
हाय पापा, ये देखो तुम्हारे ब्रिलियंट ग्रेड्स की खुशी मना रहा हूँ।
शर्म नहीं आती है? उसके सामने गुलाब जामुन दबा रहे हो।
बस करो आप। क्या? इनके लिए भी ऑर्डर किए थे। इनकी फेवरेट मोतीचूर लड्डू। मम्मी, पापा को भी दे दो। क्या मेरा मुंह देखते रहेंगे? मिठाई हो तो बस हल्दीराम्स।
There's debates about where he should be batting for New Zealand. Should he be batting a little bit earlier on, more up the order? Daryl Mitchell comes in at 6 with his team in all sorts of trouble. The required run rate now past 15.
Well, it's a clever piece of bowling from Hardik Pandya. Pace on delivery, but it was the first of that over. And he went pace on into the wicket, going across the stumps, almost doing Chapman. Just in between, whether it was pace on or pace off. Clever stuff on a good surface to bat on.
India right on top at this stage. I mentioned, let me finish it off, and then just cast my mind back to 1983. Was there a player when India won its first World Cup? Yes, there was. One from Kerala origin. Sunil Monson. So there you go. I think I'll get a free appam when I go to Trivandrum.
Eight overs gone at 72 for 4.
Higher interest rates can force you to lower your expectation of a home. That's why our lender-paid 2-1 buy-down program, with which you can enjoy reduced rates for the first 2 years. We're Sistar Mortgage.
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है
Ashoka.
Is it strong enough? No, it's not. What a time he is having in the field tonight. Kishan moves so quickly around, and great awareness of the boundary.
Yes, he's on fire, Ishan Kishan. And it's a big wicket, that of Sefard. It's 52 from just 26. He couldn't believe it. He thought he'd placed it right. But Ishan Kishan, he was sprinting like a hare on the boundary. Covered very good ground. Very calm as he took it, and very composed. Threw the ball up in the air just in case he thought he might have touched the rope. There was good thinking there as well. And India all over New Zealand like a rash at the moment. It's 72 for 5.
Ready to listen to an important message? The biggest wholesaler of businesses has emerged. For more info, just go to Girish GPO.
Welcome to August Restaurant, the finest Desi restaurant in the USA. Experience the unforgettable taste of Indian and Pakistani cuisine. Don't miss out on our delicious karais and sizzling barbecues. Visit August Restaurant in Houston.
Chakravarti has his 14th wicket of the tournament, and it'll bring Mitch Satner to the crease. It's the big wicket of Tim Seifert.
Well, one-way traffic in Ahmedabad all day today. It's a drag down for Chakravarti. Seifert tries to place it. Could have easily gone with power and tried to go over Ishan Kishan. It's a tidy piece of work on the boundary. And the momentum for India continues.
Wow, that has missed everything. Not quite sure how, but that's pies.
Well, an absolute beauty from Varun Chakravarti. Not the best of tournaments. It's coming good. The googly just shaves the top of the bails. Even Sanju Samson is done.
Seifert, by the way, also scoring a half-century in a semi-final and the final, fourth player to do it in the T20 World Cup. Just after Sanju Samson did that earlier. Well, they've managed to pick up the boundary here. Even though with the silence, you know they're well on top.
Yeah, quite an attacking field as well. Point went to slip for the first couple of Santner's ball, and that area completely vacant.
Call to his partner was 2. It's into a big space. Excellent commitment by Tilak Verma. They might have a little check of it. They do get 3.
Yes, after that drop catch, you can see they're supercharged in the field. The Indians, 9 gone, 83 for 5.
Yeah, good piece of work. Because often when a drop catch goes down, it can affect others within the field and confidence can drop. Quite the opposite for India today. Showing great adaptability. Throughout the course of the day, it was Shivam Dube that did put it down.
Incredible record India have in the last two T20 World Cups, undefeated in 2024. They lost one match in this edition, and that was against South Africa at this ground. $83 for 5 it is. India were 115 for 1. Not too surprising that he's gone with that length. He did that in the previous over as well.
Yeah, and just his ability to mix it up. Tactically and in theory, it's a good idea, but accuracy needs to be on point. When you go with a short ball, it has to be accurate. A good batting surface, you get your line wrong with the short delivery, particularly with the field he has set. Fine leg third, point in the ring. That field suggests that he's not going to bowl a short ball, so it needs to be accurate.
One thing with Hardik Pandya, he's constantly thinking of how he can get wickets. So he might go for a few runs at times, but he's in the quest of wickets, and sometimes it's not such a bad thing when you have that kind of mindset. He has the experience to know when to pull back. And this is Ishan Kishan. Very good catch. That was the danger man. Siffert was batting so well.
Just talk about how well he mixes it up, and clearly has a plan. The execution of the plan is right on point. Pace-off deliveries in blue, and then orange is pace on. His batter's not getting to line him up. Not settling at the crease, can't get rhythm. Very smart bowling from Hardik Pandya.
Moxie is one who will test the pitch, you know, with the slow off cutters and the pace on bouncers.
No, they would have needed massive partnerships to get themselves into contention. Unfortunately for them, after that 31-run opening partnership, which came with just the 16 balls, which has never have really got going since then, and wickets have fallen regularly. That means is, even though it's been only 5 balls since the last boundary, it makes the field even longer, because they're in so much trouble and that required run rate is so high. And the frustration then just continues to grow, and that pressure will keep growing as well. So much about history has been spoken. It would be the first time that India were to beat New Zealand in a T20 World Cup match. First team to win as hosts. First team to go back-to-back in the men's T20 World Cup as well. Team of invincibles at the moment. Bowling from Hardik Pandya and India as well. It's 88 for 5.
So many of us are shackled by our fear of the future. Once you understand your strength and destined path for you, you will be free to embrace the future with inner peace and joy. Call me today for a happy, healthy, and prosperous life.
From the paella to the jambalaya, yakni to the biryani, I have carried all kinds of delightful, but they added the many flavors of their life to make it wonderful. Royal, for the many flavors of you.
They said they're the best exchange rates. It dropped, then it dropped again. Sorry, I can't look at you. I might miss the rate.
Back home. No team has ever won it at home. There was the lingering aroma of the 19th of November. No team has ever won it twice. In India,
are knocking on the door of a repeat performance. Here's Arshdeep. Required run rate starting to nudge 17 now. Just wonder what can New Zealand do in this situation. There's still half the game to be played, half the innings to be played. Sunil Gavaskar alongside me. Danny Morrison is here too.
Well, these are the previous winners. The first time ever the ICC Men's T20 World Cup was played. India won it in South Africa, with MS Dhoni being the captain. Then India won it again a couple of years back, with Rohit Sharma being the captain.
West Indies won it twice, but 2012 and 2016. There's a fielder there. It just goes over, just goes over. It was an inch here or there.
Well, Harsh, you just asked, what can they do? Certainly Mitchell and Santner, his left-hand, right-hand combination has got to put something together of massive substance. A little bit of luck, just enough would work. And it's a sixer.
Yeah, Skip.
Not quite.
He's very quick on his feet, that's why he's there. But he's not the tallest.
But what an effort that was. He's taken a couple of super catches.
Now that's a biggie. And you know it's going for 6 because you don't hear a sound in Ahmedabad.
Yes, the asking rate is 16, so they'll have to be scoring at least 14-15 runs and over for the next 4-5 overs. In the slot goes for a massive hit, and Daryl Mitchell batting at 6. I've never understood that about the New Zealand tactics in this World Cup, to be perfectly honest. Just before the T20 series started, he was batting at number 4 for New Zealand in the one-day series. He got 2 absolutely magnificent hundreds. Man in form, he was pushed back down at 6 for the T20 series that followed. Now he's here, and look at the way he's batting, despite the fact that he didn't get much batting in the earlier matches.
Hearing you, Sonny, I just think more than anything, I think there's maybe a bit of a safety valve, that if the top order did crumble a little bit, that was part of that scenario. But I do hear you often say your best players need to face the most balls.
Well, if the top order crumbles, but if he's in the top order, it won't crumble, or shouldn't crumble. I mean, I've never understood those tactics, but there you are. I think this is what he bowls wide of the batter and can bowl wide deliveries because of that angle that he creates, Arshdeep.
In the modern game, and India are in many ways redefining how their batting is going, I don't think they have a safety valve anymore. They just keep going. I think I just read something Tabrez Shamsi has said, a spinner himself. Says India playing on PlayStation.
Well, you shouldn't. You can't in the modern era now. It's moved on so much even in the last 3 or 4 years. You're going about the power play, the first 6 overs, and that's what you do. You go for it. You make the most of those 2 men outside the circle. There's a bit of a movement from him.
No, Arshdeep. He's not happy at all. Arshdeep thought he's probably going to hit the stumps. I think a little apology is in order from Arshdeep. Turn around, young man, it's all right. You thought you're going to hit the stumps, you hit the batter instead. Little pat on the back. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Look at this. Ryder trying to go Yorker, and oh dear. Nowhere near the target. And no need to throw in a way is what Mitchell's on about. Oh yeah. The valves come off. Yeah, that could have been nasty. Hit you on the wrist or anything there. Yeah. So there's a good chant here. These two know each other well.
And that's a good gesture by the India skipper, going up and saying to him, yes, he might have, the young man could have got a bit carried away. Take it easy, because matches between India and New Zealand have always been played in a good spirit. Even the commentary, even if there's a New Zealander sitting between two Indians, it's always in good spirit.
Sandwiched nicely. Little masala dosa or two.
I'd like to see them shake hands at the end of the over. 15 of the over. And they do. And they do. Little sorry. 103 for foul.
भैया आपकी पाव भाजी
ओ छोड़ू वो वाला टेस्ट नहीं है यार
ये ले तेरी फेवरेट पाव भाजी
ब्रो वो वाला टेस्ट नहीं है
पाव भाजी का वो वाला टेस्ट मिलेगा सिर्फ एवरेस्ट पाव भाजी मसाले से टेस्ट में बेस्ट एवरेस्ट
Well done. Umpires in straight away. That's well done. You can understand the aggression just comes into play. Shivam Mitchell hadn't left the crease, so a little admonishment for Arshdeep. Is a fine player, the young man. Now Varun Chakravarti comes back. And this is something about this Indian team, Sunny Danny, that they stay with players they believe in. You saw that with Abhishek Sharma. You've seen that now with Varun Chakravarti as well. This is what happened as soon as Arshdeep threw that ball at Daryl Mitchell. The captain was in straight away. And then Richard Illingworth, who's been around a long, long time. I wonder why they're playing. Oh, it's a bat. It's a bat. That's all it. It's a bat.
Fair old run up to the stairs if you've got to go back to the dressing room. It is huge length to get to. You mentioned Varun Chakravarti and how outstanding he's been. A little off the ball. I mentioned those wickets earlier on in the tournament. Just a little bit off, I think, just with his length, isn't it? A lot of decent batters have been playing him off the back foot. A little bit more time to play him. But he's certainly a magician, this fella. When he gets it right, most definitely.
There were two names in that list that fill my heart with joy in that list. Just dragged away. Van Schalkwyk just played the 4 games. Until a little while ago, he was on top of the leaderboard. South Africa now playing for the United States. And how good on this tournament was Blessing Muzarabana. So just so good to see those two players in that list. They're short.
Van Schalkwyk, I've seen a bit of him in the MLC here in the United States, and those guys taking those opportunities to move and grow with the game. More of the franchise circuit. Yeah, he's been around a while and smarts and guile. And those changes of pace, very handy.
20 teams in this T20 World Cup. And some of the, for want of a better word, smaller nations, they didn't diminish it at all. In fact, they strengthened it. One of the best matches, I didn't do a lot of matches, but one of the best matches I saw was Nepal versus England. Just to see the spirit and what it meant to Nepal to be where they were and to their fans. Big hit straight down the ground and will clear it with ease. He is excellent down the ground, is Mitsendra.
A major piece of this. Oh, please. Santner. Well, they ask him, I say to it, it's just over 17s. We need a lot more of this answer from the captain. Oh, delightful strike.
Straight up again, and will clear the boundary once again. Hardik Pandya was there at long on, and he was watching it exactly the way we were in the commentary box. Just as a curious bystander.
Once again, an almost medium-pace delivery in the slot, although he changed his angle by going over the wicket. It was right in the slot. The overspin that Varun has been bowling in this tournament. Another massive 6. Well, the scoring rate, asking rate at the moment is almost 17. So they need maybe 2 or 3 hits like this per over now if they're going to get anywhere close.
16 of the over. Chakravarti now has 1 for 39 from 3. New Zealand 119 for 5.
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है
Ashoka, made for Desis by Desis.
Hi, my name is Vasudhar. I own this Carties and Kebabs restaurant at Hicksville, New York. As soon as I got to know about the Bistro Credit, I got to know like this is the company I need. I have good plans to make Carties and Kebab as a franchise. Partnering with Bistro Credit has given me hopes for the future.
Still able to lob it up gently. That was wonderfully done by Ishan Kishan. He does not drop, catches Hardik Pandya's very, very safe pair of hands.
He's got the enhancers on. Players will tell you they like wearing these at night. It brightens things up.
And now lets it through. It's just one of those passages of play where you wish there was a bar cut and the telecast was off in no one's soil.
Naughty, but nice pressure. Hot catch, and look at that one there just spins a little on you. That's the one. That second bounce could be very tricky. Always got nowhere near it. Naughty.
Don't think there's a player who's played the game long enough to whom that hasn't happened at some point or the other.
Such a cruel game. We chuckle about it. And as you say, Harsha, yeah. Happens to you. Drop a catch and then there's a misfield straight away. This, you take this, well, 11 times out of 10. Hardik. Brother, what's happening?
It's been one of the features of his cricket, Akshar Patel, the change of pace. We talk about Santner, and he does it magnificently. Today, Akshar Patel, the previous ball 102, this one 89. Straight in. He's not dropping anything today. And I'm afraid Mitchell has to go. New Zealand slip deeper and deeper into the quicksand they're trapped in.
Hardik Pandya. He's seeing that, it was Santner that he dropped. But this man is a danger man. You can see the full tossed up. Not quite going over the middle of the bat. Ishan Kishan, third catch of this innings so far. Out of the 6 wickets he's helped contribute to 3 wickets. 124 for 6. Daryl Mitchell. Possibly the last hope for New Zealand, gone for 17.
खाने का टेस्ट बढ़ाने के लिए एवरेस्ट किचन किंग। दम आलू हो या भिंडी मसाला, पनीर कोफ्ता हो या कढ़ाई सब्जी, हर खाने का टेस्ट बढ़ाने के लिए एवरेस्ट किचन किंग। टेस्ट में बेस्ट किचन किंग फ्रॉम एवरेस्ट।
Three for 23, Akshar Patel. There's scarcely a big game where Akshar Patel has not made an impact. He'll run away for 4. It's a good shot, actually, from Nesham. Came inside the line. 9 off it, 128 for 6.
asking rate just keeps ballooning out more and more. Wicket means a dot ball as well. And 3 of those and a wicket in this over just gone. And it's up to 18.3s now.
They made They've made 128 from 78 balls, New Zealand. They now need 128 from 42. So the first bowler to bowl out now, Hardik Pandya, is into his 4th. A great ball to start off with. Is there a little inside edge on it? Certainly seemed pretty straight.
Reviews, yeah, I think so. Busy. Knows well.
Interesting one in that wicketkeeper didn't seem too interested.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. I'm looking at the split screen now. Ball's close to the bat. Can we just go check with Ultra Edge? Yeah, keep rolling it through. It's a flat line when the ball passes the bat. Just roll it through to the pad. Thank you, satisfied, there's no bat involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready? Original decision is not out. Pitching outside leg. Alex, you can stay with the original decision of not out. Stand by. You're on screen, signal now.
Half the ball was in, but not enough of the ball was in. And Mitch Santner had already walked about 15 meters away. And then he comes back. It's that kind of day, Hardik. You've given it all, but it's just that kind of day for you. Some very interesting numbers about what Hardik Pandya does at the end of a game, whether with ball or bat. When he bowls at the death, he's got a great economy rate. When he bats at the death, he's got a great strike rate. This just didn't get the timing, did he?
Yeah, it's in a couple of those tonight in this final. And if you're slightly off with a decent boundary, a fair boundary, don't quite get it. That's the result.
3 wickets. To bolster the side after Rana's injured. Flies in through the night, plays and takes 3.
Yes, just looking the ball wide of the Jimmy Nisham swing. Nisham's a big, powerful lad. If he connects the ball, will go the distance. He's losing his direction then, Arshdeep. This is much better, isn't it? The Yorker.
Sorry, probably through the effects, mate. They're chuckling away, but you'll have a good Yorker on the boot, and the batter can't get a running.
How many did you inflict and how many did you suffer?
Oh yeah, both. Certain 2 W's come up against them a lot, and they love to test out the toe cap. It was non-existent back in those times. And that Alex hit on the top of the shoe there. Feel for you, Jimmy.
He's had his moments too, Arshdeep Singh. Just think all the talk before this match was how much did New Zealand rely on Tim Seifert and Finn Allen. They made 48% of the runs. Chased down totals in no time at all in the matches leading up to this. They were breathtaking. That might run away to the boundary as well. Now it's stopped. They were breathtaking against South Africa. Really, when you're 256 behind, you need the openers to give you 80 or 90. Can it happen sometimes that when 2 or 3 players score bulk of the runs, the others are almost a bit undercooked? Five overs after this. New Zealand 139 for 6. And that is what it will be. It's an excellent over. Great control over length. Just 5 left now. New Zealand need 117.
हर मील में फील है, देसी फील है. हर मील में फील है, टेस्टी डील्स है.
Ashoka, made for Desis by Desis.
So many of us are shackled by our fear of the future, anxiety and confusion. Free yourself from all your innovations and liberate yourself with the power of knowledge. Call me today for a happy, healthy and prosperous life.
Way behind New Zealand at this stage, as that graphic suggests. There's 5 overs remaining and it's boom boom back into the attack. Well, just one-way traffic now. India just looking to finish these 5 overs quickly. And the absolute driver's seat to retain the World Cup. Surya Kumar Yadav. Not much has been spoken about him, but he's not put a foot wrong in the field today. Smart bowling changes. He's kept his cool, got spin into power play.
He's had a magnificent day, Ravi. Glad you've acknowledged. Often goes unnoticed. The best sides in the tournament needs good leadership. Surya can be proud of his men, but also proud of the decisions that he's made throughout the day. They haven't been set in stone. Now with plans, and they have adapted throughout. They recognised where the threat was. It was at the top of the order. It was actually the introduction of Akshar Patel that changed things.
Simon Dool, New Zealand that far behind, they need a boundary from here every ball to get there. So obviously, when it comes to bowling and mixing it up, India have been way ahead.
Yeah, they've been brilliant, Ravi. Obviously, a big total on the board. New Zealand needed the perfect game, the perfect chase. It was going to be incredibly tough. So, as Morgan mentioned, Akshar's introduction, Bumrah very early on with that wicket first ball of Rachin Ravindra never allowed New Zealand into the contest.
What a clean-up job. Once again, the slower delivery, pace taken off. And Nisham having no answer whatsoever, way too early into his shot. Yet another case of you bring him back, and he strikes.
Just watching a master at work here. Jasprit Bumrah throughout this tournament, economy rate just a tick over 6. Oh, now 12 deliveries today have been slower balls. Out of the 15 he's bowled. He's picked up 2 wickets with them as well. Nisham this one, gone for 8. Zealand further trouble, sinking 141 for 7.
अरे रघु यार नेक्स्ट वीक मेरे पेरेंट्स इंडिया से आ रहे हैं बताना इंश्योरेंस कहाँ से लूं तुझे नहीं पता नहीं किसे नहीं पता किसे नहीं पता किसे नहीं पता
क्या नहीं पता
अरे संजू को नहीं पता पेरेंट्स इंडिया से आ रहे हैं तो इंश्योरेंस कहाँ से लूं
संजू तुझे सच में नहीं पता
Visitorscoverage.com. Insurance for parents visiting the USA.
सबको पता है
I send money back home, never arrived. I keep refreshing. Now, I do this all day. I'm stuck on refresh.
And another one way's hit the stumps. This could well be another slower delivery. He's on a hat-trick now. Boom, boom. Was Nisham and Henry out first ball.
Well, very few batters in the world game have come up with answers to Jasprit Bumrah. So many variations to go through. Yet another slower ball. It does. Matt Henry all ends up, goes straight through him. And Bumrah's on a hat-trick. 2 and 2. India have been impressive, to say the least, today. Henry goes for a duck. 141 for 8.
From smashing sixes to solving problems, strong minds are built through the right mindset and training. Make your child math fit. Visit qmath.com.
Purity in our heart, quality in your gut. For 50 years, Lakshmi hai.
So on a hat-trick, no Indian bowler has taken a hat-trick in T20 World Cup. 2 slower deliveries hitting the stumps. Now on a hat-trick, Bumrah, and could this be another slow yorker? Here he goes. Ferguson on strike. Oh, he keeps it out. Again, the loopy full-length delivery.
Well, Nisham was the first to go. Then Henry, even when you know it's coming, the deception is in the action. It's great action on the ball. With dip. Brilliant. Brilliant to see the passion and support. Was such a special bowler.
Excellent over, 2 wickets in it. And after 16, New Zealand tottering. 143 for 8.
From the paella to the jambalaya, yakni to the biryani, I have carried all kinds of delightful. But they added the many flavors of their life to make it wonderful. Royal, for the many flavors of you.
Comes out, dips, completely deceives batters left, right and centre. And if it doesn't pick up a wicket, it's very difficult to score from. Tonight, 83% pace off.
Here's Arshdeep. So the whole crowd here will be waiting for these 4 overs to be bowled quickly. And they've been simply dominating in this final. To win a final by this big a margin is a huge effort. And the demanded a real solid batting performance. Remember, New Zealand won the toss. They decided to put India in.
I think also that the ability to go back-to-back 250-plus scores batting first, that is seriously good from this Indian side. Yes, they bat deep, but I also think what Rohit Sharma started and Surya's carried on, the presence of mind just to go, just to be aggressive and to stay within the game that you've been picked to play. It is just so admirable to watch. They don't fear situations at all.
And Simon, Owen, when you look back at it, Sanju Samson was the key. Without taking too many risks, just pure cricketing shots, he was blazing away.
It certainly was. It's just such an intimidating side to play against. When you bat so deep, when you have somebody that embodies all the messaging that the captain and coach want everybody to play with, completely selfless in his nature, it really does maximise the talent of the batting lineup without compromising the common goal.
Just, I think, once he shifted gears in this tournament, in the last 3 innings, started off in Kolkata, then Mumbai, then took it to Ahmedabad. It was a different Indian batting lineup altogether. And they'll be mighty pleased with that. Gautam Gambhir, his support staff, they drafted Samson back into the side. And he's not let them down.
I suppose the other thing we haven't spoken about, which we should acknowledge as well, the semi-final that both sides played in, very contrasting stories. New Zealand would have had a brilliant couple of days of rest. India, however, the mental drain of playing in such a tight, high-intensity game for long periods of time would have taken a lot out of them. So to be able to compartmentalise, rest, sleep well, and then prepare for this huge match today.
So he gets 4 for that. Chance. This game being watched by a capacity crowd. And what a picture that cuts. Really, 2 former World Cup winners, but the chairman of the ICC. India, Jay Shah there as well. MS Dhoni won every ICC trophy that was there as captain. One of the few to win the 50-over version as well as the T20 and the Champions Trophy. Surya Kumar Yadav almost has both his hands on that. And this is the best attended men's T20 World Cup edition. Approximately 1.2 million people came in through the turnstiles. Unbelievable. After 17, it's 152 for 8.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Feeling of India never really leaves you.
but also over the course of the World Cup, right from the get-go in the group stages. Some of the associate nations played. Some brilliant crowds. I call England 35,000, the Wankhede, Scotland, England 35,000 in Eden Gardens. Some of the performances as well. Young Yuvraj Samra, youngest ever player to score 100 in a T20 World Cup. Support that they've had has been notable. Consider how late a call Scotland had into this tournament. The preparation they had was minimal, but that did not affect the performance and the competitive nature in which they played. USA the same. It really has been a well-rounded tournament for the game. Such an important part of this huge picture that we see, growing the game on the biggest stage.
That's it. He just makes a habit of it. Third time he's done it in the last 9 deliveries. Another one hitting the base of the middle and off stump. It's the captain this time, Santner, who has to depart. And this is the best figures by a pacer in a T20 World Cup final. His figures are 4 for 13 at the moment.
You run out of superlatives to describe the genius that is Jasprit Bumrah. Time and time again he delivers. This time it's Santner. 152 for 9 as he goes for 43.
भैया आपकी पाव भाजी
ओ छोड़ू वो वाला टेस्ट नहीं है यार
ये ले तेरी फेवरेट पाव भाजी
ब्रो वो वाला टेस्ट नहीं है
पाव भाजी का वो वाला टेस्ट मिलेगा सिर्फ एवरेस्ट पाव भाजी मसाले से। टेस्ट में बेस्ट एवरेस्ट।
I send money back home, never arrived. I keep refreshing. Now I do this all day. I'm stuck on refresh.
Outstanding figures. I mean, just on a big stage to do it. Calm, bowl, first ball, pace off, get Rachin Ravindra. Do the same against England with Harry Brooks. Does the job in power play, does the job at the back end of the innings.
It doesn't matter the quality of the player, like you talked about, Ravi. The best in the world. You have big players in the big moments, and he's done it throughout the whole of the course of this campaign for India.
What a night this has been for the hometown boys. Akshar Patel, local man, 3 wickets for him. He fielded brilliantly in the game against England in Mumbai, and now Jasprit Bumrah. He's had a fabulous tournament right through. Final ball of his spell. Misses the target this time. Outstanding figures. 4 overs, 4 for 15 for Jasprit Bumrah. It's 154 for 9.
From the paella to the jambalaya, yakhni to the biryani, I have carried all kinds of delightful, but they added the many flavors of their life to make it wonderful. Royal, for the many flavors of you.
Get the power of end-to-end home buying in the palm of your hand. Re-Alpha brings real estate, mortgage, and title together in one place, which saves home buyers an average of $8,000 at closing. Buy smarter and save with Re-Alpha.
Just 2 overs to go before India get their hands on the World Cup. New Zealand still 102 runs behind, so totally out of it. Abhishek Sharma gets an opportunity to roll his arm over. He came alive today with a half century. And a fine innings at that. And Gautam Gambhir, he can now afford to smile. Come on, Gigi.
He's trying. That was a smirk. Wasn't quite the full smile yet. Jasprit Bumrah's economy rate will have improved tonight. It was 6.6 coming into the game.
Not carry.
Leading wicket taker along with Varun Chakravarti. Economy rate now. See Rajneesh just got his computer out. He's got his calculator out. He's trying to work it out. .21. Took a while, but we got there. Just brilliant. Across the tournament, 30 overs, all but in the tournament.
Taken in the deep. 9th wicket goes down. And it's all done actually. It's India who win the World Cup for the 3rd time. The first team to win back-to-back World Cups and the first host to win the T20 World Cup in their hometown. So it's a fantastic performance for India. You can see Jay Shah, the 2 former captains who've lifted their trophy. But it's India's night in Ahmedabad. After the disappointment of the 50-over World Cup against Australia, it's their time to celebrate, as will the massive crowd that's present here. And Owen Morgan, Simon Dool, it's been one-way traffic, really.
Yeah, it certainly has. 120,000 people on their feet. Comprehensive win for India. They have absolutely dominated. It's India's biggest win in a T20 World Cup match. And what a stage to do it on. Best team in the tournament by a country mile. They've showed that today. A huge performance in front of a huge crowd, and they've gone back-to-back wins in World Cups.
Simply superb. That's all you can say about this Indian side. That man there, he's carried on the mantra of the gentlemen sitting in the grandstands watching from a couple of years ago. They've played, as Owen Morgan has mentioned, selfless cricket, but smart cricket with the bat in particular. Been backed up by a red-hot bowling unit led by the best in the business in Jasprit Bumrah. Different players on each occasion throughout the tournament have stood up at different times, whether it be Hardik with the ball in the field in that semi-final. I thought he was brilliant. They bided their time with Abhishek. They kept faith. He delivered tonight. Sanju out of the side, couldn't make his way into the side months ago. All of a sudden, the hero of the back end of the tournament. So different players at different times, which is what it takes to go through a long tournament, a tough tournament, and come out victorious, and they have done that, and deservedly are the champions of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup for 2026.
Yes, and full marks to Surya Kumar Yadav for marshalling his resources. Really didn't put a foot wrong in the field today. He was bang on with his bowling changes, his field placements. He was proactive right through, and it's been a stunning performance, really. It's one of the biggest wins in a T20 final to lift the World Cup. Like I mentioned, the first team to win it at home and the first team to win it back-to-back. And since the turn of the century, it's 3 World Cups for India in this format of the game, more than any other team. And a full tribute to the players. They played as a unit. They were never dismissed in this T20 World Cup. This goes to show how well their batting did. And of course, Jasprit Bumrah was Jasprit Bumrah. He's the best bowler, fast bowler in the world across all formats. Here's another format to which he's dominated. Leading wicket taker, economy rate, which was really, really good. And you can see Gautam Gambhir and the support staff. They have every reason to be thrilled. And it's been a dominating and a very consistent Indian cricket team in this year's T20 World Cup. Just the one loss against South Africa, but that was enough to shake them. They came out, especially today, all guns blazing right from the outset. The intent was there for everyone to see, and it put pressure on New Zealand straight away. The support staff delighted. Ishan Kishan there fielded extremely well. But man to man, they deserve to be champions of the world.
Credit to the man who I see out in the middle at the moment with the blue floppy hat on as well, the curator. What a superb surface, befitting of a grand final of a tournament. Absolutely brilliant. Combination of the red and black soil. He left the right covering of grass on it, and it is played brilliantly. Winning moment for India. Just a little check, make sure it's okay, make sure I was inside the boundary. And they can celebrate, and celebrate they will, and rightly so. As you said, Ravi, just that one loss, which was enough to shake them up. And they've been superb since that moment. Man there, Sanju Samson. Said throughout the back end of the tournament, he shone. There was many others that got them to this point along the way. So many have been brilliant throughout the tournament for Team India.
Yeah, he had his moments too, Arshdeep Singh. But it means a lot to the fans that have turned out here today. The sport is like religion in India, and when you keep winning in this fashion, it just increases the popularity of the sport. One mentioned when they won that World Cup in Barbados, the monkey was off the back. The pressure of not winning an ICC tournament for a long time, and you could just see it was a matter of time before they started winning World Cups on a pretty regular basis.
Yep, such a proud cricketing nation. Just men's game. On the 19s, the women's, complete dominance. Making the most of the proud cricketing nation that they are.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse of world cricket now with the number of World Cups they won. Time to go down, and you got Harsha and Danny down there.
And I've got two extraordinary players with me, both of whom, when the moment came, were there for India. I'll start with you, Abhishek. Was there ever at any stage a feeling, why is this happening to me? Can I be there on the big day?
I mean, of course, but the one thing was very clear. I wanted to share before as well, but today was the best day to, tell about this thing that the coach and the captain, they had the faith in me. And, even I was doubting myself because it wasn't easy tournament for me. I've never experienced this before, but still playing the first World Cup, everyone was so much into me that you're gonna win one game, one big game. So I was just, doing my process, but it wasn't that easy as a young player, or probably you just been 1 or 2 years in the Indian team and then, going through this phase. But I think I just love this team. The way they treated me in those days, I've never felt it before.
And the two of you have such beautiful stories. Varun, you're a World Cup winner. Tell me about the feeling.
Feels amazing. 2 back-to-back ICC trophies, and feels very surreal. I'm very happy for Abhishek. He was able to score today, and he used to sit next to me, and we used to have good time. Yeah.
Tell us about the conversations you used to have.
We used to keep changing sets. We are like, what's happening? Nothing is working out for us, and finally we have won the cup. So everything is zeroed out. Yeah.
You've had quite a journey yourself. How does it feel now to be standing up on something that must have been a dream for you?
I mean, I've told you before as well, it wasn't that easy for me because I've, going through the whole year, you've been doing well for the team, and especially on the big occasion, I wasn't able to do well. But the faith and the confidence, I think players and support staff and coaches showed on me. I think I got emotional in between the tournament as well, because if you see that I wanted to do really well in the all the games probably, but I couldn't. But then I was like, I wanted to talk to coach or captain. They always wanted to come to me and just say one thing: you're gonna win us the big games. And I just wanted to wait for that day, and you can't ask for the better day for this.
Well done, overjoyed for the two of you. Lucas, come here.
No English, sir, only Hindi coming. English finished.
मैं आपके पास अभी 2 मिनट में आऊंगा. Let's go to Danny. He's got someone waiting.
Yeah, World Cup winners, you're in this part of the world. You'll have to hop back the rest. You get back. I want to talk to Shivam Dube. Now, Dubes, tell me about your role in the side, because normally you'd bat a bit higher, wouldn't you? So how was your mindset in thinking about how you're going to approach this new position in this Indian team?
It was always there to hit some big sixes. That was my role since first day of this tournament. And yeah, sometime it happens. Some other batsmen are there when they go up. But yes, I always back myself and think that whenever I get opportunity, I will hit some sixes.
What about this bowling? You're going to be developing more of your bowling?
I have developed a lot, but yeah, I have not bowled this tournament. But yes, I'm going to come better next time.
And what about tonight? I mean, a sea of people here. It's a great stage. Tonight, celebrating long on into the week.
Definitely, it's one of the biggest stages today, and the crowd was amazing. This tournament belongs to the supporters of Indian cricket team. The pray, and I think we have got that love which supported us a lot in the bad situations. I think all credit goes to all the Indian cricket team supporters.
Yeah, wonderful, well done. Washington, just wanted to ask you, I mean, didn't play as much you would have wanted, but have you been ever in a happier team environment?
I mean, credit to all the support staff. I mean, they've been amazing throughout the tournament, and even before the tournament, the amount of work they've put in, every individual in the team has been amazing. I mean, it genuinely goes to everyone in the team, and it's an amazing feeling. I think it's an amazing feeling for everyone to be a part of these experiences. I'm sure there's more to come.
We get so excited here. We've got to go back to Harsha Bhogle.
मैं आपसे बात करने ही वाला था. आप दौड़े चले गए कहीं?
कुछ नहीं, बस मिचेल को सॉरी बोलने गया था. थ्रो ज्यादा रिवर्स स्विंग हो गया मेरा और उसकी बॉडी पे लग गया, तो उसके लिए उसे बोला कि इंटेंशनली नहीं मारा मैंने.
2 वर्ल्ड कप हासिल कर लिया आपने. उसमें इसमें कुछ वैसा ही इमोशन है?
इमोशन आज से पता नहीं कैसा है सर. अभी जीत रहे हैं तो बढ़िया लग रहा है, लेकिन 2-4 दिन में पता लगेगा जब इमोशन सिंक इन करेंगे कैसा फील हो रहा है. एंड बहुत ही बेहतरीन टीम है, सब मैच विनर्स है टीम में, तो बिलीव था शुरू से कि अच्छा परफॉर्म करेंगे. एंड रिजल्ट इज क्या होता है वो टॉपिंग ऑन द केक.
250 की बात होती है हर वक्त, लेकिन बॉलरों के बगैर तो होता नहीं है मैच. बॉलरों की क्या भूमिका होती है ऐसे टीम में?
बॉलरों की भूमिका है कि अगर 250 बैट्समैन बना रहे हैं तो आपको 250 से कम में रोकना उनको, बस ये भूमिका रखी है हमने. एंड अगर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट करे तो जितने कम पे रोक सके एंड बैटर्स को मौका दे खुल के खेलने का.
आज रील कौन सा बन रहा है?
अभी फोन लेके आऊंगा ऊपर से, 10-15 सोची हुई हैं, देखते कितनी बनती हैं.
लेकिन बहुत खूब बेटे, बहुत मजा आया. एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस.
थैंक यू सो मच.
लेट्स गो बैक टू डैनी.
Yeah, you can imagine it's very full on down here. So look, again, tell us the vibe within this plan of yours, playing for India. You've got to adapt, but what about for you guys, batting in different positions?
To be honest, we have prepared since last 1.5 years. We are playing in all the positions, and we were prepared for batting at any positions for the team. That's what we have decided. What the team needs, we are up for it, and we have already practiced, and we are in the right mindset for batting in any positions.
What about the fielding? I've got to say the fielding has certainly stepped up at the right time. Catching, getting a lot better.
You know, actually, I would not say whenever the team needed, the boys always stand up for in the fielding, especially when you see in the semi-final game against England, the way Akshar took the catches and the way we have fielded. And today also, I would not say the best fielding, but still we have took some good catches in the end. Me and Ishan have got good fielding today. So yeah, end of the day, we are happy that we are on the final.
Only March the 8th. A certain franchise T20 tournament is at the end of the month. We're partying. What's going to happen in Bollywood for the next couple of weeks?
Absolutely. Next couple of days will be a big party with the boys. We have decided after the final we're going to do a big party, and we'll take a couple of rest and we'll be back again in the IPL.
I'll see you there. Well,
Oh, great reactions from on the field. Rightly deserved. India champions of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup here in Ahmedabad this evening. Surya Kumar Yadav signing the vision screen on one of our cameras. That's better, we're in focus now at least, which is a good thing. All the players looking to sign that, and they will be looking forward to raising that trophy in around about half an hour or so at the post-match presentation. Brilliant throughout the tournament and absolutely dominant here this evening over New Zealand. Natalie Germanos has joined me in the commentary box to take us through until the presentation and beyond. But thoughts on that performance, Nat, and I guess the tournament as a whole from India's point of view?
Final, absolutely dominant. They were very good in that semi-final, but maybe one or two things just to answer. I feel like they answered every single question they may have had today. They were absolutely brilliant today, 100% dominant. From a batting perspective, it was a little up and down for India at the beginning of the tournament. Struggled with the opening partnership in particular. There was one or two players that got them through. Bowling never really was much of a question, especially when you've got the likes of Bumrah, of course. Arshdeep Singh's been good. Hardik Pandya has been very good with the ball. When he's read the conditions well, lengths have been good as well. So, for me, I think they answered every single question they would have had in this final. Confirmation then of what happened in the chase for New Zealand. They had an opening partnership that may have given them a little bit of hope, but unfortunately for them, when Allen was dismissed, it just was a bit of a procession of wickets from then on. 52 from Seifert, that makes him the fourth player to have a half century in a semi-final and a final of a T20 World Cup, but nowhere near enough. Santner, well, it was more about survival towards the end. Unfortunately, nowhere near the title.
It might look slightly easier when you've got 255 on the board, but they were all pretty good. Arshdeep with his 4 overs done for 32. You've still got to get the job done. Hardik again, the tidy 4 overs. Akshar superb with 3 wickets, and Jasprit Bumrah, well, mentioned it, genius, master, call him what you like. He was simply brilliant tonight, 4 for 15 from his 4 overs. A wicket for Varun Chakravarti and one right at the end for Abhishek Sharma. 2 for 3 in the power play. New Zealand lost 3 wickets again, 7 to 14, and then another couple, 15 to 17. Wickets just kept tumbling, and they could not get anywhere near the run rate required that India had set, which was a mammoth task. Plenty of great performances down that right-hand side of the screen for India throughout the innings. It was all on the back of that 255 for 5. Sanju Samson with 89, Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma both half centuries, and then Shivam Dube, 26 not out of 8 deliveries. New Zealand in reply bundled out for 159. Right, Ian Bishop is sidelined for us. Time to find out who the player of the match is.
It is a great pleasure, of course, to identify the player of the match now, and that award goes to Jasprit Bumrah for his 4 for 15. And to present Jasprit with his award, Mr. Abdul Rahman Al-Tikir, Managing Director, Aramco Asia, India, will present Jasprit with his medal. Congratulations to Jasprit. Jasprit, I'll just push you back on that mark there so we can get some distance. What does this win generally of another World Cup mean to you?
Feels extremely special because I've played one final at my home venue and couldn't win that one, but this one feels really special. I was really motivated. I was really clear. I knew what I wanted to do. The wicket was a flat one, so I've played all my cricket here, so I used all my experience. Today was a wonderful day where all the execution went as per plan. So yeah, really happy, really grateful. God is really kind.
From a tournament perspective, you bowl some of the toughest overs to start, occasionally in the middle and at the back end. Give us an insight into your mindset and your character and your planning in approaching this.
So before this tournament, I was in that zone where I felt I was trying too hard because I was bowling really well, but some way or the other I was feeling that maybe I'm trying too hard. But in this format, I let the game come to me. I was clear, I used to prepare and then read the situation and believe in myself. That is what I tried to do in this tournament. It worked really well for me. So yeah, my individual assessment of my game has always been my strength. So yeah, couldn't be really happy. I couldn't be special than this to win man of the match here, World Cup final, started my cricket here. Doesn't get better than this.
And to top that off with your best figures in T20Is, that must be the icing.
That I was not aware of, but really happy to close off on the win.
With regards to your slower ball and when you bowl it, you got Harry Brook with the first ball of your spell. You got another wicket today with the first ball, Rachin Ravindra. What is it that I suppose dictates when you use that?
Because of the experience, because I've played on belters over here. I have also seen the other team, how they were bowling. I have learned over here when you are trying to bowl too fast, it gets easier, shot making gets easier, sometimes the ball skips on. So keep being smart, keep changing your pace, and expecting what the batsman is trying to do. So all of these things really help you, and clarity while execution also helps.
Just a final word on the rest of the bowling group that operated around you and you leading them.
Oh, it was really wonderful. Everybody is very clear. Whenever we've discussed, they always come up with their options. And whenever there's some communication that is to be needed, we always did that. We kept calm. We were never panicking. Even if sometimes in the tournament, the games got close, like the last one, we never panicked. We always felt that we'll keep our head above the water and try to hold our nerve. Teams that do that win the tournament, and we're very happy that we did it.
And good grief, you say you know this ground well, but this crowd here must be special.
It's really, really special. The crowd was really brilliant. They were behind us. They supported us throughout, and yeah, really, really happy and really thankful for all the support.
Thank you very much for your time and congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Jasprit Bumrah, they're so very exciting as a prospect, and I suppose we've got much more coming to you now because we've got the player of the tournament, and that award goes to Sanju Samson, who scored 3 consecutive half-centuries, and Sanju will collect his awards again from Mr. Abdul Rahman Al-Tukir, Managing Director, Aramco Asia, India. Over 320 runs at an average of 80, a strike rate of nearly 200 for Sanju Samson. Sanju, what does this moment feel like for you?
It feels like a dream. Actually, very happy, very grateful. Out of words, out of emotions, I'm just going through it, so feels a bit surreal.
And to come up with these performances in what was against the West Indies, then a semi-final half-century, and the final here today, the biggest stage of them all. Thought process?
To be very honest, I think this started 1 to 2 years before, when I was with the 2024 World Cup winning team in West Indies. I couldn't play a game. I kept on visualizing, I kept on dreaming, I kept on working. This is exactly what I wanted to do then. I thought I need to put in so much of work that this is exactly what I wanted to achieve, and by God's grace, I think today things have turned around. I think right after the New Zealand series, I was broke. I was completely out of my mind. I was like, okay, my dreams have shattered. Okay, what else can I do? But God had different plans. I think I suddenly came back into the crucial games and I did what